Welcome back, everybody. So let's get into the trending topics and take a look what's at the top of the list there. EFF versus Afriforum. That is the top one, and no doubt. I mean, that was always going to be the attention-grabbing one, and it certainly was. I mean, if you were watching yesterday, which I think a lot of people were certainly watching, it was very, very interesting viewing and interesting perspectives brought by. Just the background on it is EFF leader Julius Malema defended struggle songs and accused Afriforum of wasting the court's time and of being racist. That's pretty much so what they're saying. Malema was testifying before the Johannesburg High Court in a matter brought by Afriforum to get the court to declare the struggle song hate speech, and that song is Dubula Ibunu, so, or Kill the Boer. So he was in there explaining what it was all about and, of course, being cross-examined. So it was very interesting yesterday.
Very interesting, and of course, Julius Malema will continue with his testimony today. And many people looking at this, you know, listening to the arguments being made, has to be pointed out, by no means the first time that this particular matter has been canvassed. Yeah. You would remember, and I saw some people playing that clip or putting it on social media of the late Peter Mokaba, you know, going through and explaining at length, you know, what this means. You'd also remember back in the day, former President Thabo Mbeki also at some point, you know, went through quite an extensive explanation of the difference between a chant and what could be literally inferred. All of these arguments being canvassed once again, but no doubt, as you say, quite the spectacle, and people loving it.
Yeah, very, very much so, and very interesting to watch. It really has been. So if you have missed yesterday, well, as Sakina said, you'll have more to watch today. All right, the next trending topic is New Zealand versus SA.
Yeah.
Wow,
Cricket.
What is going on there? I mean, when I arrived at work, I mean, I can't tell you that I'm watching this, but when I arrived at work, I was hearing the scores. South Africa were all out for like 90-something. I mean, this has to be the first time that's happened to us since, I don't know, someone was saying since like the 1930s or something, that we'd done so badly. We went into bat and we were all out for about 90-something runs. So this is not good at all for us. Really not a good start. So South Africa versus New Zealand.
And so it goes. So yeah. There you have it. We'll see where No Doubt will bring us further updates on this. Yeah, interesting. First 4 wickets for 37. So 37 for the first 4.
Yes.
And that in itself is the joint fewest runs that South Africa have ever scored from the first 4 wickets against New Zealand. So yeah, interesting developments there.
So that was at 95 all out for South Africa, and New Zealand is batting right now. So View will update us on that one. Then Miss A comes in, and this I thought, now what's happened? Hey. Yeah, this was another drama with the Miss SA organising committee, or the Miss SAs, I'm not sure. So we know that Miss South Africa is Lalela Mswane, and we know that she went and she represented, I think it was Miss South Africa at Miss Universe. That was a whole debacle because it was in Israel. The government took away its support and said, you go there on your own steam, and she did go, and I think she was second runner-up or something along those lines. Now there is other pageants coming up. I think it's the Miss World and the Miss Supranational, and they've said that Lalela is going to go and represent South Africa in Poland in July for the Miss Supranational. However, the other Miss South Africa, one of the runners-up there, I think they'd said they were going to share this out. But then the organizer said, no, we're sending Lalela, and you're not going. And this caused a big problem, and I think I don't know if it was they or just the one, even, you know, took off runner-up Miss South Africa off her bio, and also unfollowed the Miss SA pageant. So there's a lot happening there, unfortunately. And yeah, so it's Moratwe, Masima and Zimi Mabunzi who are the runners-up, and they were meant to go and compete either at this Miss Supernatural or Miss World, which is also coming up. but it seems that they haven't been chosen and they won't be going.
Yeah, and they say that the organizers had actually made that announcement that the top 3 would then represent at the various pageants.
They didn't do a first princess and a second princess, and people were asking, why did you not do that? And they said, no, we have them all 3 and they will all go represent South Africa on a global
the top
platform.
3.
In the beginning they said that.
Exactly. So you've already had Miss South Africa representing at the one, so there was a natural expectation from the others that they would have an opportunity to compete at some of the other pageants, only to find that no,
they're not going.
They're not going. Miss South Africa organizers, pageant organizers making that announcement, so not happy are those contestants. Not happy.
There seems to be too much drama around Miss SA.
Oh man,
it's like it's a beauty pageant that I don't know. It's just like there's just drama all the time.
But what has happened?
I'm not sure.
You know,
I don't know.
And why? For me, for example, this particular contest, Miss Supernatural, and it's the second time that South Africa is competing in this particular pageant.
Yeah.
But if you had given the undertaking to the other contestants, why would you go back on your word? Why?
Sure. Don't know what's going on, but there's lots.
And what do you think is going to happen when you do it?
I don't know, but they've just been speaking out about what's been happening behind the scenes, and we don't know. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah,
but
maybe the pageant organizers will tell us. Maybe they'll come and release a statement or say something, have a press briefing.
Who knows?
We wait to see.
All right, and then finally, Judge Kun. There's your trending topic as well for this morning.
Indeed, and this, of course, with the former President Jacob Zuma, that particular trial. So you would know there have been various pleas brought before this court, before Jacob Zuma's trial, alongside Thales could actually get underway. You know, for example, you had the plea for the recusal of the state prosecutor, Billy Downer, that was dismissed. So essentially what has happened is that Judge Kun is basically saying, listen, we're going to trial. On the 11th of April, you know, basically just bottom lining all that's been happening in that court with the latest request from the Zuma legal team. I think there was a request for the recusal of Judge Kun. I'm not sure. But, you know, basically all of that has been put to pay, and the judge basically saying we should go to trial.
All right, so listen, we'll get a lot more clarity in the next couple of minutes.
Exactly. You'll be speaking to Ulrich Roux.
Absolutely. Ulrich Roux is our guest after the break. So that story will continue, so stay with us for more.